Okay, let's be real. Are you tired of sending out application after application for all these remote jobs and not hearing a thing back? Not even a thanks, but no thanks. So it's not that you're not qualified. The real problem is that your resume is just not speaking the remote job language. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to flip your resume so that it's actually getting you noticed for remote jobs in 2025 and beyond. And if you stick with me to the end, I'm going to give you a resource that is going to make this whole process 10 times easier. Okay, if you're new here, my name is Dee, and I've helped hundreds of people fix their resume and land remote jobs. From customer service, project management, tech, you name it, we out here. But because of that, I know exactly how discouraging it is to put out 50, 100. I've had people even tell me they've sent out 500 applications and to hear nothing back. That is not what we're doing. So once you hear how to tailor your resume the right way, that silence that you once heard is going to turn into interviews, requests for interviews, and eventually those offer letters are going to be rolling in. So let's go ahead and dive in so I can show you how to do it. So in no particular order, we're going to go through these 5 things to help you flip your resume to actually start getting these callbacks. And the first things first is the ATS system. This is just a little robot that's deciding whether your resume even makes it to a real person. So ATS stands for Applicant Tracking System, and it's an AI system. Companies feed your resume into this to see how relevant your experience is to what they're actually asking for. So if your resume doesn't have these keywords in it from the job description itself, you're invisible. Like, they don't even know you exist. So what you need to do is, this is a key point, we need to take the keywords straight from the job description. So if it says Slack, put Slack. If it says project management, make sure you put project management. This is a simple shift, but it is very powerful. Now, moving on to the second tip, a lot of people get discouraged because they feel like, if I've never worked remote, how in the world am I ever going to get a remote job? And the truth is that you don't need past remote jobs to show that you can work remote. You've got transferable skills. Can y'all read this? Ooh. Anyway, you've got these remote friendly skills, okay, which are called transferable skills, okay? So you think communication, time management, staying motivated without somebody standing over your shoulder. That is huge for remote jobs because nobody is there to be like, you haven't done nothing in 5 minutes, right? They want to know that you understand you need to be on, because what they be saying, you got time to lean, you got time to clean. They want you to have that same mentality walking into remote work as well. So you need to make sure you highlight your transferable skills. So instead of saying, I answered phones at the front desk, to get your resume noticed by these companies that are hiring for remote workers, you need to flip that to manage client communication across email, Zoom, phone, keeping 200 plus people supported weekly. Now, the difference in that is that one sounds like they could work from home and the other one doesn't, right? Like, anybody answers phones, but there is a difference between you being able to show that you could do that from home versus them understanding that you've answered the phone before. Okay, the next tip I want to go over is all about you quantifying your results. Because they want to know you know what you're doing, that you can move the needle, right? And that means you have to stop listing tasks, okay? These employers don't want to know what you were supposed to do. Like, that's almost like you listing your job description as your resume. They don't want to know what the job description was. They want to know, what did you do in that role? And so they want the proof that says, this is what I actually did. And so instead of scheduled meetings, you could try something like coordinated 30 plus virtual meetings per week, cutting scheduling conflicts by 40%. Numbers are going to make you look legit, but it also is showing them that you are about your business. Like, every business wants to see results. So when you start listing the results you have in there, trust me, things start clicking for them. Phones start ringing for you. All right, let's go ahead and get to tip number 4, though. I want you to have a remote skill section. And this is one of my favorite hacks. You can add a little section to the bottom of your resume and name it remote skills and tools. Throw in all the things you know how to use: Zoom, Slack, Asana, Teams, whatever it is that you've used. Even if you only ever use Zoom for school, you know how to use it, right? So make sure you list it. It instantly is going to let recruiters know that you are tech ready and you won't need any babysitting, okay? Bonus points though. If you check their job description, see what tools it is that they are saying they want you to be proficient in, and then make sure you know how to use them though. And if you don't, I think another thing you can do too is, if this is a company you are really trying to get hired at, go look up what they're looking for you to have, or go look up the skills and the tools that they want you to already know. If you don't know them, look it up. Download it, play with it, get experience with it, and then you can list those things on your resume as things and tools that you know how to use. All right, tip number 5 for flipping that resume to having these recruiters busting out your doors, okay? Now, this one I know nobody likes. Nobody likes this because this is not an old school concept. This is very new. Like back in the day, you never would have had to tailor your resume to every job, but this is a new day and age. So guess what? We got to step it up to what's happening with the time. So I know this feels like extra work because it is, but I got a hack for you, okay? But sending out the same resume everywhere is literally the fastest way for nobody to call you back. So every job description you look at it as a cheat sheet and use it, okay? When you tailor your resume, you are letting them know, I am the person you have described. It is me. This is my role. And that's exactly how you're going to get callbacks. Now, I get you might not want to spend hours doing this from scratch because it does take time to be able to do that, okay? But I got you, okay? My remote ready toolkit, it's going to be linked in the pinned comment, but it's got ATS-friendly templates, a keywords guide, done for you examples. I even have some AI prompts throughout the thing to be able to help you really cut your time in half to be able to get your applications out, because let's be clear, you cannot take 2 days to tailor your resume. The job market is a lot faster. They're hiring people super fast. So make sure that you do have something in your back pocket, like some good AI templates. Now you can get all of that, the templates, keywords, all those things are going to be inside the remote ready toolkit. Again, that is pinned in the comment section. But basically, it's like the shortcut for you being able to get interviews faster. So here we go. Here are all 5 of the tools. Make sure that you utilize these at all costs in all scenarios if you're actually ready to land these interviews. And instead of waiting around, taking extra time, grab the remote ready toolkit. It's going to help you cut your time in half, maybe even more. And that's linked in the pinned comment and down in the description so that you don't waste another month sending out resumes that's just never going to get seen. All right, go fix your resume. Go grab the toolkit if you want the easy version, and watch this video next for jobs that are hiring right now that you can go ahead and send your resume into.